All right, everyone. Welcome to my discussion board requirements presentation. One of the questions I get asked quite often by students is, how many posts should I have in a given week? And my answer initially is it varies, but there are some guidelines that you should follow because keep in mind that the discussion boards are not busy work. The discussion boards are a form of active learning that you will utilize to help you not only interact with your peers and colleagues, but with me as well. More importantly, you will also be using it as an opportunity to construct meaning and understanding of what you're going to be reading and what you're going to be viewing during any given week. So let's start with the most basic way of explaining this. So every 2 weeks, I will give you at least one discussion board post. Some of you may think of it as a discussion post thread. It's all the same thing. So using this example, I give you a post. What are you supposed to do as a student? Respond to it. Respond to the question. That one's pretty easy, right? But it's not just enough for you to respond to me. You also need to respond to at least two of your colleagues. There we go. So, what will happen is in that same post, in that same thread, you will now find two other responses from your colleagues. It cannot be your own, it has to be one of your classmates. Sorry, it has to be two, at minimum, two of your other classmates, and you will respond to each of their posts. So, using this example, if I have a single thread or a single post, you have to reply to me and you have to reply to at least two other people. So, right there, automatically, in one single post or in one single thread, there are three responses that you have to enter. Pretty straightforward, right? However, in some weeks, you may have one post like this week. In week one, there's only one discussion board thread. So I should see a response to my question, as well as at least two responses to your classmates. Okay. But in most weeks, there's actually going to be two discussion board posts or two discussion board threads or two questions of the week, if you want to think of it that way. So, what does that mean? Well, you have to follow the same guidelines. For this other post that you see here on the right part of the screen, that you're still going to have to respond to me, and you still have to respond to two of your classmates within this thread or post. So, what does that mean? If I need to have three responses in this post and I have three responses in this post, ultimately what that means is I'm going to need to have a minimum, keyword, a minimum of six responses for the entire week. Because for each post, for each thread, for each question that I will be asking you, you need to have three responses, one to me and to two of your colleagues. And then you do the same thing for the other post. Now, to keep it fair and keep it simple, at most for this class, I will never give you more than two posts per week. Okay. So when you see two posts per week, just understand that you need to respond a total of 6 times. Once to me or to my post, and to two of your colleagues. And if you have a second set of posts or a second question, like we have here, then you need to respond to me and you need to respond to two of your colleagues. It's that simple, folks. Um, my preference is that you try to get it done by Wednesday or Thursday, because then that gives other people the chance to respond. I also understand that people have jobs or other family responsibilities, religious responsibilities, and other community responsibilities that may prohibit them from doing so. But look, just post every week. That to me is what's important, because the more posts we have, the more interaction we can have earlier on in the week. Um, if you can't, that's okay. Just make sure by the end of the week you post your discussion posts. Having said that, that's it for now, folks. But if you have any questions, email me. I will be keeping track of what people are responding. So if I see that you're falling under, I will let you know. But in the meantime, thank you for joining. And more importantly, enjoy the rest of your day.